So what did we cover in this section? The first thing that we covered is we created our ASP.NET Core web app project and configured the project.json. We also set up the model view controller folder structure in our ASP.NET Core web application. We configured all of the client-side and server-side dependencies. We created an app settings.json configuration file. We also configured our startup.cs related to the configure services, the startup constructor, and the configure method. We also configured Bower Gulp and our npm packages associated with our client-side dependencies. We also configured our launch settings.json file, which is associated with IIS Express and the web command profile. We also delved into C# fundamentals. Some of the fundamental concepts that we went over was we created a class and we implemented object initiation. We delved into namespace, data types, and variables. We also covered properties and constructors, access modifiers, interfaces, conditional branching and looping. We also went over C# arrays. And then we delved into the history of C# and some of the C#6 new features. And some of the new features we delved into was the new way of utilizing static classes. We implemented string interpolation, C#6 initialization of auto properties. We delved into null conditional operator. What's the new syntax for that? We delved into the try catch finally block associated with await. You can now implement await tasks inside of your try catch block, which is pretty nice in C#6. And we also covered expression body methods and properties. We delved into a lot of different areas in that lecture section. Now we're going to delve into migrating our RC1 app to the newest version of .NET Core. Remember that this course is dynamic. It's always changing because of the new release of RC2. So every time a new version of .NET Core comes out, we're going to delve into the new features. And in the next lecture section, I will delve into creating a console web app on Windows, Mac OS X, and Linux. We will implement on all three OSs the new .NET Core CLI and implement the Yeoman scaffolding associated with npm modules. We will create our new ASP.NET Core web app in Visual Studio 2015. And once we create all of these, we're going to compare the differences between RC1 and RC2. They're not huge differences, but it's very important that we delve into the differences of these items so that you understand the differences between RC1 and RC2 and also the future versions associated with ASP.NET Core. So I look forward to seeing you in the next lecture section. Thank you for joining me. Have a nice day.